Good evening everybody, welcome back to the channel. So the time has come to start putting some bits back on the engine. So the plan for today is put the plugs in, which I didn't mention last week. Put the plugs back in first and foremost. Put the plugs in, fit the rear water manifold on, fit the oil pressure and temp sensors on, the top engine mount, the rear engine mount. I've got this fitted on loosely at the minute. I can't fit this today because I'm still waiting for the sealant to turn up. Once I've got that, we can fit that. We can do that in the next episode. So I'm going to keep these episodes moving forward a little bit shorter than the normal. I'm aiming to about 10 minutes ideally, but no more than about 15. So basically I'm going to go ahead and fit the bits in on the engine. I'm actually going to fit the oil cooler as well, the water cooled oil cooler. We're going to crack on, get on with it, and yeah, let's go. Right then, so got the two sensors. Crush washers, or the copper washers, look pretty decent on it. You can't really get these rees wrong. They'll live alongside each other. You can see front of the engine photograph, we've got the oil pressure sensor on the right hand side and the temperature sensor on the left. So going with that, copper washers in there. You're going to go screw that on. So it's this has got hex on the back. It's a 17mm spanner. So I'll get that all the way in there and tight. And this sensor, I'll get rid of this film now. Don't need that, do we? Do I? On this one, and this is a 22mm spanner for this one. So first things first, I'm gonna get this one. It's a little bit tricky actually to get to this one. It's not too bad though. So I'm going to give that a good tweak so we don't get any leaks from it. This one as well. I'm going to get this. I'm going to be careful of the clearance here so that doesn't get squashed. And that's both of those. That's both of those fitted. Right, there we go, back with it. And we have got the water cooled oil cooler. The bag is absolutely minging, hence why I've got marigolds on. So I'm going to fit this on. Check the seal on this, it's really good. I put this on and it's secured by this. One of the things I need to do before I go any further again is refer as you can see, I found photos on the mobile and an overall image on the front of it, and you can see it points up to about 2 o'clock. So I feel the seal compressing in nicely. So that's tight now. Get everything to wipe. Just a little bit. Just a slight smear. And on it goes. I personally only ever hand tighten the filters, so that is now tight in the right position, and that's another bit fitted. Right, next job is to put the oil filler and breather pipes on to the engine. So that one goes on there. This one goes there, like that. So I'll do it that way, so it's a bit tidier. Put this there. It's pretty close around here, but it's enough. There's enough space for a gap, clearance, and go ahead and tighten this up. You might recall on this one of mine, I took the all the filler assembly off when I first reinstalled the engine back in on the car. Let me just get a socket on that. So basically, let's make sure that's sitting right. The filler bit was missing, and so what I've done is effectively this has got a step down joiner in it, and it goes away up to the catch tank, breather tank, and so when I fill the engine with oil, I take the other piece off from here, and I've got a special funnel that I made that fits in the car, and then I fill it up from there, so I go straight through it in here, directly straight into the sump. Don't have to wait for it to go all the way down the engine from the cylinder head to the journals. So it's not too bad. So I'm going to leave this Jubilee clip on there, and then there's those two bits done. Those two, that's tight. That's been tightened down. These two tight. I'm just going to check this here. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's nice and tight. And I'll check that again in a bit. So yeah, so that's that little job done. So we're going to move on to the top engine mount, which provides part of the cover or guard for this tensioner here. We'll put that on. I'm going to put a drop of Loctite on each bolt so it doesn't vibrate loose, and go from there. So I'll catch you in a minute. Right, well that's Loctite. The Loctite on the bolts. Let's fit it into position. Get the Sharpie out. So that's done. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's those tightened down, Loctited, and on to the next bit. See you in a minute. Right then, welcome back. Time to put the rear engine mount on. Once again, small dab of Loctite. Just get it in there just to make sure everything stays where it should. Oh, this one's trying to escape. And a bit there on that one. Right then, so these ones. Right then, so let's carry on. Not quite sure what it was. Something happened to the camera. It did a weird bleep. I've never heard it do before. So not quite sure what's going on with that. So I put a new card in there just to check. It didn't give me any errors on the card or anything. But anyway, never mind. So Loctited the threads on this, and just driving them down now. So that's those down, so make sure that these are facing outwards, so when I put this drive shaft back in they don't foul. As you can see, they pull in and it can make your life a bit awkward if they're not in the right place. So that's those out of the way. Bolts in there. I'll take that out before I install the engine, obviously. And then that is the rear mount done. Right, welcome back. So first things first, remove the cam cover. Down there. Plugs, which literally ran for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes, whatever it was. When I was fault diagnosing it, didn't run for very, very long, but well, we all know why now. So that's 4 of them. Goes in. I've got a couple of clips in here. One's for the DRMotorsport gear linkages, and the other one's to lock the clutch cable into the housing on the gearbox. So I'm going to leave this tray out here to remind me I've got those there, rather than instead of going looking for them like a madman. So I'll know where they are. I'm going to put this back on just to keep the shit off there. The garage is pretty clean now. You saw me brush sweeping it out and vacuuming it. It was for good reason, because of course we'll be working on the engine, and a clean environment when you're working on engines is imperative. So in the next episode I'll be refitting the housing, thermostat housing, with a proper sealant once I receive it, because dumbass was I left it too late to order it for it to arrive in this episode. So I'll be doing that, fitting the pipe from the oil cooler to the thermostat housing. I'll also be fitting the fuel injectors with the new seals I've bought back into the throttle bodies. I won't be fitting in throttle bodies. I'll be installing those on the engine when the engine's in the car, because of course the two lifting eyes go on the front of here, so obviously you can't have that and the throttle bodies on. I wouldn't want them anyway in case they get damaged. I'll be removing this. I'll be putting a nice clean towel or something over the top of the cams when it's been manoeuvred into the car. So that's coming up in the next episode, and just want to thank you as ever. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for staying loyal to the channel. In a couple of weeks I'll be off for a week and a bit, so there will be a break in the episodes. I'm hoping by that point we'll have got the engine ready to install in the car, so when I resume after my holiday, and it's all resumed, basically we'll dropping the engine into the car. Well, not dropping it, we'll be putting it back in the car, and starting the final leg of connecting everything up, filling it with oil and water, connecting the drive shafts, just all the wiring, the wire loom, the engine loom even, and all that kind of stuff. So as ever, thanks very much, take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next episode.